And hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again bringing you my thoughts and review for Thursday night's episode of Arrow Season 6 Episode 11. I gotta say, I actually thought this episode was pretty cool. So obviously we all know that Oliver has to deal with not only the fact that half his team is gone and doing their own thing, meaning Renee, Dinah, and of course Curtis doing their own thing. He's got Felicity back still, and of course he still has Diggle, and also having the responsibility of being the mayor. He figures everything should be fine with terms of the team. Two different teams working in cohesive to be able to help each other out if they need to, but unfortunately something happens where the team have to deal with James, basically, who kind of takes over the entire internet and takes over like the entire communications, I guess, like anything electronics that he can hack and use it against people. So basically, like in the beginning, he tampered with some guy's brakes, and then he tampered with an elevator that shocked a lot of people. So basically, the bad guys are controlling technology, which is pretty scary if you think about it. I mean, if you can control, you know, technology like that, you can control anything. I mean, you can control traffic lights, bank cards, bank stuff, anything like that. That's kind of creepy in a way to think about it, because you never know what can happen with technology like that. You can go back and having people be in the dark ages. It's kind of weird. So obviously the team decides, you know what, we need to stop him now. And of course, while that's all happening, you have the other team trying to figure out what are they going to do and maybe try to overshadow Oliver and his team, I guess. And of course, William gets into the whole crossfire of it because he's on a school trip, obviously. And then of course, something happens where he's like, his school bus is in I guess a tunnel, and I think a fire breaks out there, and then Oliver has to go in there and save him. And of course, William finds out that his father kind of lied to him about being the Arrow again, so he has to deal with that. And he actually brings William to the bunker, where he has to learn, yeah, this is your dad, but yet this is what he does best at, and I guess you have to live with it. But then again, Oliver shouldn't have lied to him in the first place. But moving forward, let's see what happens with this. I thought it was a pretty interesting episode because the whole idea of technology being attacked like that is pretty interesting. I mean, like I said, if people can figure out a way to attack technology and use it against people, kind of creepy. I mean, you can attack the medical stuff, you can attack bank stuff, you can get people's bank information, military weapons if you can get a hold of that. It's kind of crazy what Katem James is gonna do and his whole entire team, which is weird that his whole team wasn't even in this episode. It was just him and a little bit of Vigilante, and Vigilante was supposedly saying that he's a double agent, which means that he can either be helping the bad guys or he can help the good guys, meaning Curtis and his team, which, by the way, I felt very weird that they're even a team, because I don't know. Right now, they are arguing about the fact that how Oliver's keeping secrets from them, which basically Curtis is doing the same thing. You see in this episode, Curtis is doing the exact same thing to his team. So let's see how that far goes, how that whole team goes moving forward. Let's see how long they can last as a team. I doubt it. I'll give it maybe 2 more episodes, maybe. If not, somebody's in their team is gonna get hurt, or they can end up calling back to Oliver and say we're sorry, and then they'll patch things up. But who knows what's gonna happen? The whole thing with Vigilante, I think he's a triple agent. This is why I think he's a triple. I think he's working against Katem James and his team, and just to help Dinah take him out, so that way he can do his own thing eventually. So that's why I think that's going to happen there. I think Oliver is going to eventually, I don't know when he's supposed to, but I think he's supposed to tell the whole city that he is the Green Arrow, only to, I guess, soften the blow. That because the bad guys basically know that he's the Green Arrow. So let's see what happens with that. But yeah, other than that, this episode was pretty interesting. I mean, you got to see some moments with Felicity trying to play mom. That was pretty fun. Diggle is still Diggle, so who knows if he's gonna be Green Arrow again for a little bit. I don't know. The whole FBI stuff, I guess that's over with because we didn't see them at all. Especially the FBI agents. That was very interesting. We didn't see that. But Huntress is supposed to come back soon, supposedly. That's the rumor. And of course, Nessa Algo is coming soon, coming back. Pretty sure Talia is not far behind, so she'll probably pop up again. But yeah, this so far Arrow's not bad. Arrow's doing pretty well. I actually started to enjoy it even more than I always did. So far, I think 3 has always been my favorite. So far this is winning so far. But let's see what happens moving forward. So anyway, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Because like I said, I thought it was a pretty cool episode. It was a really good episode, I thought, and I liked the action in it. I like the dynamics between, obviously seeing Oliver, Diggle, and Felicity work again by themselves was great. The whole thing with Mr. Terrific and his whole new team is kind of like, I doubt they even last, but let's see what happens. Leave a comment below, let me know. Thank you very much, and have a good day.